Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. We are unboxing and hauling books today, so let's get right into it. So these books have waiting a while to be unboxed and hauled since like November of last year, which would be 2024. Yeah, I kind of forgot about them because I had them in a special place to keep them all together, and then renovating this room happened and craziness happened. But here we are, and I'm gonna go through the books that are not like packaged because these are ones that I physically got in store. So let's go through them first. The books that you see that are not in a package I have already read, and I've unhauled 2 already, so yeah, you'll already have known that because before this video it'll be the unhaul video that I'm doing so I can make room for my new books. Yeah. My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levin and Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. I got these and did a book review on both of them for like Spooky with a Twist book reviews on which, was it these 2 books? I think it was these 2 books. This one, but I still unhauled these because I didn't really care for them. Then I got The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood. This is one of my favorite books of 2024. I absolutely love this book. The pages are bent. I absolutely love this book. If she wasn't dead already, Delphi would be dying of embarrassment. Not only did she just die by choking on a microwave burger, she's also now standing in her sparkling and shine nightie in front of the hottest man she's ever seen, and he's smiling at her. As they start to chat, everything else becomes background noise. That is until someone comes running through the door yelling something about a huge mistake and sends the dreamy stranger back to Earth. And here Delphi was thinking her luck might be different in the afterlife. When Delphi is offered a deal in which she can return to Earth and reconnect with the mystery man, she jumps at the opportunity to find her a possible soulmate and start fresh. But to find him in a city of millions, Delphi is going to have to listen to her heart, learn to ask for help, and perhaps even see the magic in life she's leaving behind. So good. I highly recommend it. Next we have Daydream by Hannah Grace, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Icebreaker trilogy. And this follows Haley and Henry's love story. She's a book nerd. He's hockey bro who's failing English, and she needs help writing a book for a contest, and they're fake dating, and it's so good. We get reunited with all the characters from Icebreaker and Wildfire. As you can see, I'm currently reading it, and it's so good. I just didn't realize it was like a 400 something page book. Oh, it's good so far, and I haven't heard the greatest things about this book, but maybe it's gonna be good for me. Okay, so let's get into unboxing these packages. And this one's kind of already like a cheat because it's like in a plastic bag, and you can already see the title through the plastic bag, but I'm still gonna do it, obviously. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I think this is his latest book he has out, which this is pretty late. Well, I'm hauling this pretty late, so I know he has a newer book coming out, which is somewhere beginning of summer. I don't know, but this is about a friend's sleepover and the friend goes missing, I believe. I really like the lime green of this book. The worst thing ever happened on Hemlock Circle occurred in Ethan Marsh's backyard. One July night, 10-year-old Ethan and his best friend and neighbor, Billy, fell asleep in a tent set up on a manicured lawn in a quiet, quaint New Jersey cul-de-sac. In the morning, Ethan woke up alone. During the night, someone had sliced the tent open with a knife and taken Billy. He was never seen again. 13 years later, Ethan has reluctantly returned to his childhood home. Plagued by bad dreams and insomnia, he begins to notice strange things happening in the middle of the night. Someone seems to be roaming the cul-de-sac at odd hours, and signs of Billy's presence keeps appearing in Ethan's backyard. Is someone playing a cruel prank, or has Billy, long thought to be dead, somehow returned to Hemlock Circle? The mysterious occurrences prompt Ethan to investigate what really happened that night, a quest that reunites him with former friends and neighbors and leads him into the woods that surround Hemlock Circle. woods where Billy claimed ghosts roam and where a mysterious institute does clandestine research. Yeah. My favorite Riley Sager book is Last Time I Lied. It's kind of giving that kind of vibe with like camping in the backyard, because Last Time I Lied happened at a camp retreat. Yeah. Next package. I don't want to read the book. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. This is like, I don't know, just let's read. Everyone from Waukesha, Indiana remembers the infamous case of January Jacobs, who was discovered in a ditch hours after her family awake to find her gone. Margaret Davies was 6 at the time, the same age as January, and they were next door neighbors. In the 20 years since, Margaret has grown up, moved away, and became a big city journalist, but she's always been haunted by the feeling that it could have been her. And the worst part is January's killer has never been brought to justice. When Margaret returns home to help care for her uncle after he is diagnosed with early onset dementia, it's like walking into a time capsule, especially once news breaks about the disappearance of 5-year-old Natalie Clark. From the next town over, she's gone missing under circumstances eerily similar to January's. All the old feelings rush back, and Margaret vows to find Natalie and solve the January murders once and for all. But everyone seems to be hiding something, and the deeper Margaret digs, the more resistance she encounters. Could January's killer still be out there? Is it the same person who took Natalie? And what will it cost to finally discover what truly happened that night 20 years ago? It reminds me of a book I haven't read yet, I think. A History in Wild Places, I think? I'm not sure. Next, we have... I can open it, oh my gosh. Oh, My Lantern. Another paperback. Okay. This is a library reject, because it has that thing on it. My Stubborn Heart by Becky Wade. This is a Christian romance. I've been getting into those lately. I've heard a lot of good things about this author and this book series. If it's a series, I can't remember. Kate Donovan is burned out on work, worn down by her dating relationships, and in need of an adventure. When her grandmother asks Kate to accompany her to Pennsylvania to restore the grand old house she grew up in, she jumps at the chance. Former hockey star Matt Garu has spent years hiding from people, from God, and from the heartbreak in his past. Confident that he's signing up for a straightforward construction job and nothing more, he agrees to help Kate, read Jess, and her grandmother renovate the house. Right away, however, he's submerged by complicated feelings as Kate, I don't know what's with me today, guys. I keep reading the wrong words. Sets her stubborn, persistent, optimistic heart on bringing him out of the dark and back into the light. Is God answering the deepest longing of Kate's heart through her relationship with Matt, or will God ask her to give up more than she ever dreamed? It sounds like a good redemption story, and I mean like a hockey player romance. Yes, please. Next. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's like, why does that author sound familiar? Irresistible by Melanie Harlow. This is the first book in, what's it called? Cloverleaf Farms series, and I read the first one. No, okay. I read, I think, number 6 in the series, which, where is it? This is number 6 in the series, Ignite Me by Melanie Harlow, and this is my favorite book. One of my favorite books of 2024 that I read. And so this is the first book in the series. And I think it's like an 8-book series. I'm a full-time single dad to 3 daughters and a CFO at Cloverleaf Farms. I don't have time to fall in love. I'm too busy trying to run a business, keep the red socks out of the white laundry, and get the damn pillowcase on without owing $1 to the swear jar. Sure, Franny Sawyer is beautiful and sweet, but she's 27, the boss's daughter, and a part-time nanny, which means she's completely off limits. It's bad enough I can't stop fantasizing about her. What kind of jerk would I be if I acted on the impulse to kiss her? Exactly the kind of jerk you're thinking. Actually, I'm worse than that because I didn't stop with a kiss and now I can't stay away. She makes me feel like myself again. She reminds me what it's like to want something just for me. She's everything I ever needed, but nothing I ever imagined. I'm a former Marine. I should have had the strength to resist her from the start, but I didn't. And now I have to choose between the life I want and the life she deserves, even if it means giving her up. I am excited to read this and get the whole series. Yeah. Starting to look like Christmas in here with all the unwrappings, unpackaging, and unboxings. Which I'm not complaining. Next. Book of the month? Wait, did I buy a book off of Amazon and it ended up being like a book of the month? Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Y'all, it's a book of the month. That's never happened to me. Weird. But okay. Forgot I got this. These are the only rules for Jules Larson's new job as an apartment sitter at the Bartholomew, one of Manhattan's most glamorous and secretive buildings. Recently heartbroken and just plain broke, Jules is captivated by the splendor of her surroundings and accepts the terms, ready to leave her past life behind. As she gets to know the residents and staff at the Bartholomew, Jules finds herself drawn to the fellow apartment sitter, Ingrid, who comfortingly reminds her of her sister who vanished 8 years ago. When Ingrid confides that the Bartholomew is not what it seems and that the dark history beneath its gleaming facade is starting to frighten her, Jules brushes it off as a harmless ghost story until the next day when Ingrid disappears. Searching for the truth about Ingrid's disappearance, Jules digs deeper into the Bartholomew's sordid past and the mysteries kept within its walls. What she discovers pits Jules against the clock as she races to unmask the killer, expose the building's hidden secrets, and escape the dream apartment that has quickly turned into a nightmare. Next, please be easy to open. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I don't need to say what this is about because everyone and their mother has read this book and I'm pretty sure I'm the last. Next. Ooh, okay, I already read this book too on audiobook, and oh my gosh, I love the glossiness of it. As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This is the third book in the Good Girls Got the Murder trilogy, and I really like the ending to the series. It's good. It's good. Next, we have then we have The Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy. I think this is the third book in the series. What series is it called? This series. It's the first one is Good Girl Complex, Bad Girl Reputation, and then it's The Summer Girl. And this is my first Elle Kennedy series I've read. I have what's that one called? Off Campus. I haven't read it yet, but I do really like this series. And I forget what this one entails. We shall find out together. Summer is made for flings, but what if this one's meant for more? College student Cassie Soule hasn't spent an entire summer in Avalon Bay in years, not since her parents' divorce and her mother spitefully whisked her off to Boston. Now that her grandmother is selling the boardwalk hotel that's been in their family for 5 decades, Cassie returns to the quaint beach town to spend time with family, ring in her 21st birthday, and maybe find herself a summer fling. On her first night in town, she finds the perfect candidate, Tate Bartlett, Avalon Bay's fun-loving golden boy. Tate, sailing instructor and lovable player, is no stranger to flings. In fact, he's always down for a good time. But the moment he meets Cassie, he knows she's not the girl you play games with. Cassie is gorgeous, hilarious, and frankly the coolest person he's ever met. The last thing he wants to do is risk breaking her heart, and so he reluctantly puts her... Okay, my memory card was full, so where was I? Soon his attraction to Cassie becomes impossible to ignore. As Cassie and Tate walk the line between friends and lovers, they're about to discover that their situation is the least complicated part of this equation. Because Alana Bay is full of secrets, and the relationship might not survive when those secrets come to light. I'm excited to finish this series now. Next, we have a little package here. What is this? This is a really small book. What are you? Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. Monaghan? I've heard of this series from either Destiny Sidwell, Sarah Caroli, or Haley Pham. I was intrigued, so I bought it, and this is another library discarded book. Sam's life is on track. She has the perfect doctor fiance, Jack. His strict routines are a good thing, really. A great job in Manhattan, unless they fire her, and is about to tour a wedding venue near her family's Long Island beach house. Everything should go to plan. Yet the minute she arrives, Sam senses something is off. Wyatt is here. Her Wyatt. But there's no reason for a 30-year-old engaged woman to feel panic around the guy who broke her heart when she was 16, right? Yet, being back at the beach, hearing notes from Wyatt's guitar flow across the night air from next door as if no time has passed, Sam's memory comes flooding back. The feel of Wyatt's skin on hers, their nights in the treehouse, and the truth behind their split. Sam remembers who she used to be, and as Wyatt re-enters her life, their connection is as undeniable as it always was. But she'll have to make a choice. This is so small from what I was thinking. This is like 283 pages. So we'll have to see. I know there's like Nora goes off script, but I don't really like reading books that are like involving reality TV or actresses, but I do like rock stars. I don't know what that's about, but yes. Next. Which one's next? This one. This one's a honker. But I think I know what's in it. Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I have not read this. I thought this is the second book in the series. I thought this was like a smaller book in the series. Or is that Onyx Storm? I don't know. But oh my gosh, Jennifer L. Armentrout blurbed it right there. I'm like, this book has seen better days. Look at that. I don't care. I'll probably just listen to the audiobook anyways. A fantasy like you'd never read before. Fascinating. Great. I love Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now, we have 3 packages left, but one package has 2 books in it, so yeah. What's this one? Funny Story by Emily Henry. To be honest, I'm not that big of a Emily Henry fan, and I told myself I wouldn't pick up an Emily Henry book unless it really sounds intriguing to me, and I know that sounds ridiculous, you only pick up and read books you like, but you know, peer pressure. Daphne always loved the way her fiance, Peter, told their story, how they met on a blustery day, fell in love over an errant hat, and moved back to his lakeside hometown to begin their life together. He really was good at telling it, right up until the moment he realized he was actually in love with his childhood best friend, Petra, which is how Daphne begins her new story, stranded in beautiful Wading Bay, Michigan, without friends or family, but with a dream job as a children's librarian that barely pays the bills, and proposing to be roommates with the only person who could possibly understand her predicament, Petra's ex, Miles. Scruffy and chaotic with a penchant for taking solstice, Miles is exactly the opposite of practical, bun-up Daphne, whose co-workers know so little about her. They have a running bet that she's an FBI or a witness protection. The roommates mainly avoid one another, until one day, while drowning their sorrows, they form a tenuous friendship with a plan. If said plan also involves posting deliberately misleading photos of their summer adventures together, well, who could blame them? But it's all just for show, of course, but there's one way Daphne would actually start her new chapter by falling in love with her ex-fiance's new fiance's ex. Right? I'm intrigued. I know this would be easier with like a knife or scissors, but I don't feel like getting up to get that right now. P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly. Yes. I recently just put a hold on the audiobook for this from my library, and I'm so excited to listen and like physically read along with it. Did you hear that? The creaking crack of the new book. Maddie Sanderson would be proud to honor her older brother's dying wish that she scatter his ashes over 8 destinations that the adventurous 29-year-old never got to visit before he died from cancer. But in his will, Josh assigns her an impossible partner to help complete the mission, Dominic, Perry. Seriously, if Maddie weren't already at her brother's funeral, she would have killed him. Sure, Dom was Josh's longtime best friend. He's also the infuriating man who broke Maddie's heart back when she was naive enough to give it to him. But since Dom insists on following the rules and Josh didn't leave much more room for Maddie to argue the matter, they embarked together on a series of farewell trips that span thousands of miles, exploring new places and revisiting their complicated history along the way. After a snowstorm leads to a shared bed, Maddie starts to wonder if her brother might be matchmaking from the grave. But when grief reopens old wounds between them, Maddie will need more than Josh's ghostly guidance to trust Dom again. I'm all in. Sounds so good. Who else that is like a book of the month subscriber? How quickly does the books pile up on your TBR? Because same, like these are all the book of the month books I have read, and over there on my other TBR shelf it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, a book of the month I need to read, plus 1 plus 2 more. You think you read enough during the month, but then you realize, oh, I didn't read a book of the month book. I'm so behind. But I will never complain about books. I love books, obviously. But let's get into the last book, y'all. This is 2 books in 1 box. So let's open it. And this is February's book of the month. I skipped, what's this? I skipped March, basically. Oh my gosh. It's getting dark out. Oh yeah, okay, I remember what I got. I got 2 of, is there no bookmark? Okay, the bookmark was in between the books. Oh, this one is slender. Guaranteed climax every time. Lovely. First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. This is like Sleeping in Seattle, I heard. I feel like I've seen that movie before. I don't remember. A hopeless romantic meets a demoralized radio host in this cozy Sleepless in Seattle inspired love story. Aiden Valentine has a secret. He's fallen out of love with love, and as the host of a Baltimore's romantic hotline, that's a bit of a problem. But when a young girl calls into the station asking for dating advice for her mom, the interview goes viral, thrusting Aiden and the heartstrings into the limelight. Lucy Stone thought she was doing just fine. She has a good job and an incredible family, and a smart, slightly devious kid. But when all of Baltimore is suddenly scrutinizing her love life, or lack therefor, she begins to question if she's as happy as she believed. Maybe a little more romance wouldn't be such a bad thing. Everyone wants Lucy to find her happy ending, even the handsome, temperamental man calling the shots. But when sparks start to fly behind the scenes, Lucy must make the final decision between the radio-sponsored Happily Ever After or the man in the headphones next to her. The last book of this book haul is Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister. I've read 1 book by her, and what was that? I read 1 book by her, and it's really good. I really like this. Wrong Place, Wrong Time. It's like Groundhog's Day, but she needs to find out why her son is murdering a person. Yeah, great. This one is a lot slimmer, but yeah. Oh wait. ASMR. It is June 21st, the longest day of the year, and new mother Camelia's life is about to change forever. After months of maternity leave, she will drop her infant daughter off at a daycare for the first time and return to her job as a literary agent. Finally, when she wakes, her husband Luke isn't there, and in his place is a cryptic note. Then it starts. Breaking news. There's a hostage situation developing in London. The police arrive, and my camera does not like me today. The police have arrived and tell her Luke is involved, but he isn't the hostage. Her husband, doting father, eternal optimist, is the gunman. Yeah. It sounds so exciting. It's very short. So these are all the books that I have just hauled. And let me in the comments if you have any book recommendations, because I would so love those. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want more videos by me. And I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.